Hello and welcome back to the TechRock server. Now it's been a week, I've been away for a little while. I haven't done too much on the server this week, just potted around, collected a few things, got myself organised with some basics like some iron and a little bit of redstone and things. So yeah, not too much done. I've got a couple of things I really want to do today though. And the first one is I want to organise my food situation. Because I don't want to be running around killing animals randomly, so I want to sort that out today. And the other thing is I want to organise exactly where my chunks are. So what I need to do is find one chunk border and then I can start marking out where everything is. Right, so before I run off and start doing those things that I was talking about, getting the food and organising my chunk borders, I thought I'd just sort of give this introduction thing, which I've been sort of playing about with in my mind. And it was a bit like what's happened in Bedrock this week. So between the last episode and now, it's been around about 1 week. And a couple of things have come up. There's been some new information that's come up to me. And I don't know where people get their information from, but I tend to get people telling me things. I hang out in a few Discords and all that kind of stuff. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd share some of that information with you guys so that you've all got access to it, and you know, maybe I can tell you a few things that you didn't know about. Anyway, the first thing that's come up is the slime chunk thing that I mentioned last week about slime chunks being broken in 1.7. Now, that is actually going to be reverted in 1.9. One of the devs has actually been out there, I think Cornerhard is the name, or at least that's their handle on Discord and Reddit. They've been out there and they said they've fixed this, but it's not going to be coming into the game again until 1.9. So anyway, that is something which is good. So don't go tearing down your current slime farms or anything like that. Just leave them where they are and they will start working again in 1.9, we hope. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to charge into this village and try and stop any of the villagers from collecting any of the crops. But whilst I'm running over there, we can talk about the next thing. So the next thing was that recently a person called Florlan turned up and they had come up with this new iron farm concept. Now this started a discussion in the TechRock Discord. If you're not already in the TechRock Discord, go join it. There's lots of really good stuff there. It's generally where I get the latest up-to-date information. Now that started a discussion in the TechRock Discord about how iron farming actually works and how the villages are assigned. Oh no, this isn't what I wanted. No, leave it all alone. Get out of there. Oh, you little blighters. So, I'm not going to be able to concentrate. I didn't expect all these guys to be all over this stuff like they are. So, anyway, that started a discussion about how it actually works in Bedrock and how villages get assigned to the MBT data. Now, what we found was that the villages are more or less assigned randomly. And then that started a bit of a discussion, a bit of a coding discussion about how this works. So anyway, what we've got going on now is we have a room on the TechRock Discord which is purely dedicated to people who are actually interested in having a look at the code or trying to decipher what the code means or how things work. Because there's things in the game which we want to understand a bit better, like the redstone mechanics, and actually being able to get into the code and have a look at that would make a massive difference. God blimey me, look at all these brown coats. That is unbelievable. I wonder if they spawn with all this stuff in them. Anyway, so that's what's going on right now in the TechRock Discord. If you want to join the TechRock Discord, of course, it is down in the description there. Just have a look for the TechRock Discord thing. I think I wrote it in there anyway. So anyway, go have a look at that. Anyway, the reason that I don't want any of these guys to pick up anything is because I want to use the bread bug, the villager bread bug. Now these guys, if you set them up in just the right way, will make bread forever and never ever stop. Where are you grabbing all these seeds, man? Right. Okay, what I need to do is... Oh my lord, what a bunch of derps. Right, I'm going to go away and try and sort this lot out because these guys are being a bit stupid. and I really don't want to lose the opportunity. I think I may already have lost the opportunity. But anyway, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so what am I doing right now? I gave up trying to stop them from planting and passing food because that's nearly impossible. What I've done is I've run through this village and I've taken out all of the doors. Now, I'm pretty sure I've got every single one of the doors gone, and these guys are just going to be pathfinding randomly. Now, what I've done over here is I've set up a door with a block behind it. Now, if I can get this guy to see a door here, like this, then they should all come streaming in this direction, because they'll suddenly think that the village is over here. And here they all come, like termites out of the mound. This is brilliant. So that means almost certainly that I've cleared all the doors over there. Now, all that I need to do is to create a trail of doors in this sort of direction, and they all need to be validated, which means they need to have more light on one side of the door than the other. Whatever's above them doesn't matter. And then I just start doing the chaining thing and moving them along. So they all know about this door now, but now this door's out of the village, they're all going to move further in that direction. And now that door's almost certainly been seen, I can take this door away. And this is one way to move villagers en masse. Now, let's see, they generally have a bit of a wander distance, so I should be okay about there. So these guys are going to mess about for a little bit. I've got plenty of time left in the day. Now, when I see one of them come a bit closer, now, within 16 blocks, they've definitely seen that door now, and within 6 seconds, that door is registered. Right, now I can take away this door. Come on, guys. I'm moving you along, moving you along. Now, these guys should be able to see a door 64 blocks away. So as long as they're loaded, they should all come in this direction. Now, this is where they think the village is now, so they're all getting closer to this. Now then, if I go around about here, put a door, we can ignore the grass because the grass doesn't matter. This guy will have seen the door. That means they all think that the village is somewhere between the two doors. And then let's take this door away, remove it from the village, and then they should all move along a bit further. Okay, I'm going to continue doing that until I've got them all to a place where I want them, which is going to be somewhere... Oof, what a mess. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up for a few minutes and get these guys into a nice, safe location where I want them. Yeah, okay, about here. Still plenty of time in the day. Right, and there we go. That is by far most of them in there, and that was actually really easy. I'm just going to wait a couple of seconds, see if these guys want to jump in there as well, and then I'll clear all this dirt away and I'll have my villagers in a nice, safe location. I should do some lighting up, of course. 1, 2, 3... No, ran out. So yeah, that's the situation now. I've got my villagers where I want them. I need to start doing a little bit of playing with them. Maybe I'll start with this guy and see what we get. Okay, back in a moment. Okay, just happened to see this donkey, really wanted it, didn't have any leashes, so I just chucked it in a boat because apparently that's fine on this version. So yeah, I'm just going to take it away, back to my base. Ooh, that was interesting and fun. I wonder why I moved so quickly then. So yeah, I'm going to take this donkey away to my base. Or, in fact, just leave it here. Because, why not? It's not going anywhere. It's fine. Okay, so that's staying there. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to set up a little village breeder. Just a real quick little thing. That's where Creeper nearly got me. You know, I say nearly. It wasn't exactly close. I don't know why I'm wearing armor. Anyway, so over here we've got this little glass box. Now, what I want to do here is I want to create a villager breeder, so I need to get another one of these guys inside. Now, for that, there's actually a door inside there, so that's the village centre. Skeleton, don't care about skeletons. Let's see, I've got some slabs on me as well, so I should be able to push this guy up and in. So if I go like that, then it's like that, then like that. Right, so I should be able to push a villager straight in there if I want to. What I was hoping for was one of them would climb up, and then I'd just give them a little nudge. But that's not been happening. Come on, guys. I want you in the centre here. Come on. Right, I'm going to get I'm going to get two guys in the middle here, and I'm going to kill the other two because I don't want them. I've got so many villagers at the moment that just naturally spawned in with this village. Maybe come night time these guys will go flying in. Anyway, I'll sort this out now. We'll get two of them in there and we're back in a moment. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a slight variation on Silent Whisperer's design for a villager breeder. It's pretty much going to be exactly the same thing. I'm just going to do one module and I'm just going to set it up completely randomly here. I'm not going to send the babies to Nether because I know exactly what I want and I just want one of them. Oh, maybe I want two babies. Two babies is fine. The first one that comes out is great. The next one I specifically want a farmer. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of work here and I'm going to put a slab into the head slot. Again, this is temporary. I don't care if it breaks. So I'm just going to put a slab into the head block so that when they throw the food around, it lands on top of the slab and they keep throwing the food around up there and the babies pop out the bottom down here. Okay, so what do I need to do first? Probably a little bit of this. I'm going to have to drop them down. Maybe one block. So, have I got any glass? Yeah, I do. Right, first things first. If I want them to land on there, then I want to put a slab in here. Right there, like that. Upper slab. I can take all this away. Now if I clip that one out, they drop down and that's their feet exposed. Now next up I want to put a slab in there and then a piece of glass on the end. Where's my ladders? There they are, but they didn't click in. So ladders, boom boom, get me back out. Right, now I should have a couple of pistons that I've just crafted. I say just crafted, I crafted them a few moments ago on my way over here. So that's going to push across like that. So let's do that. And then a bit of dirt in there will do the job. Right, lovely. Oh, you blighters, how did you do that? Okay, that makes things a little bit more difficult. Gonna have a think about how I do this. Yeah, okay, I'm going to try a few other things and I'll be back in a moment or two. Okay, so this is take two. They're now back in that pouch and why can't I click on that bit of glass? That's really odd. Okay, seemed to work eventually. I want to get a bit of glass against that side and then I want to get my piston back out. Where's my piston? Hopefully I haven't lost the other one. Maybe I've left it lying round, I don't know. Right, so this is the first push. Now, where are they? Okay, they're exactly where I'd want them to be. So let's try the second push. And that's exactly where I want them to be too. Brilliant. Okay, so that's where I want them to be. Let's clean up all this mess that I've made. Get rid of that glass. I don't have silk touch yet, so we'll get there with that. Let's get the spade on this. Right. And then all this gets cleaned up. Okay, so that is my little ghetto breeder all set up. Now I've set up 10 doors down there on each side, some water so that when the babies pop out they all go down in one direction. I get to have a look at them and sort them out. Now what I need to do is I need to throw some food into those guys so they can start breeding. Because the village should all be in place. They should be very keen to get going with that. So time to go get some food. I don't have any on me. So I'll go get as much food as I can, bring it back and throw it to these guys. And hopefully we'll get some breeding going pretty soon. Right, so whilst I wait for some crops to grow, because I need quite a lot of food to give those guys. Currently I've got a couple of stacks of carrots. I think if I get 8 stacks of carrots together, I'll be good. But whilst I wait for that to happen, I'm going to do this chunk finding thing. So let's get us some paper. Come on, my ping must be quite bad because this stuff keeps growing back very quickly. So yeah, I'm going to make myself about 5 or 6 locator maps. Now the only reason I'm going to make 5 or 6 is just in case something goes wrong and I need to use like one twice. But you can just do it with 4 really. So what have I got? 26 bits of paper there. I'm going to need a fair bit more. Okay, let's just crop some of this. Right, let's have a look. What do we need? I need a load of paper. So I've got 63 sheets of paper. Empty locator. Oh, alright, perfect. So I've got exactly enough and a little bit left over. Let's get rid of that spare paper. Right, so there's 2 ways to do this, okay? Now I'm going to do it the map way and then I'm going to check it with calculations, right? Well, there's more than 2 ways. There's lots of ways of doing this, but I'm going to do it like this. Because I like to do things in-game and I like to show people different ways of doing stuff. So, there we go. That is my first map. Now, I need to head off to that corner. So if I walk over in that direction, let's put that in my offhand, make life easier. Come on. Oh, this swimming mechanic thing. Just not used to it at all yet. Right, so let's put that back in our main hand. Right, from here, it's kind of difficult to see on the sand, but I think that is the corner of a chunk. So the block that I'm on right now, if I move forward, let's take that one out. Now if I move forward another block, that doesn't move, but if I move back, it does. Right, so that's one chunk. Now facing this way, well, it's one chunk border I should say, and then facing this way, if I step back there I move back, if I step onto there I don't move anywhere, so therefore I think these 4 blocks right here are a chunk crossover point. Right, how do I check that? I check that by doing this pretty much. So let's put those out of the way. Right, so I've already got this one, which is this one right here. Now if I stand here, I should get a new map. And if I stand here, I should get a new map. And if I stand here, I should get a new map. Right, so that means I've got 4 different maps, which means I've definitely got the chunk points here. Okay, so if I stand in this corner right here, I'm back in that chunk over there. So what I need to do is I need to have a little play with this and I'll show you how it can be done in the calculated way. But I know this is a chunk border right here now. I've got 4 chunks on this little 4 area. Okay, so I've just counted back from there 16 diagonally. So this is where I'm going to be doing my calculation from. So the reason I've done this is I think this is the lowest X and Z coordinate of the chunk that I'm in. Okay, so as you can see in the top left hand corner there, we've got 16, 16 and 17, 20. Now if I do 16, 16 divided by 16, it should be a straightforward round number. And it is, let's actually get that, 16 divided by 16 equals 101, right? And then if I do 1712 divided by 16, that's equal to 107. So I know that this is a chunk border here because it is the lowest X and Z coordinate in that chunk. So any multiple of 16 will give you the correct corner of the chunk, but then you've got to remember it is the lowest XZ coordinate in that chunk, okay? So yeah, there we go. I found myself a chunk border right here. Now I want to go over there. Well, actually no, I want my chunk borders aligned over here, so I'm just going to mark these out. Okay, so now that I know where my chunks are over there, I can deal with that between episodes and start marking out some chunk areas so that I know where things are and where things start and finish. So now it's back to me collecting more carrots. And I think I'll put my maps in there. That's going to be nice and handy later. Okay, so yeah, I would stay with you during this bit, but it's not going to be that exciting. See you in a bit. Right, okay, and we're back over here now, and I've got a few carrots and bits and bobs, and I'm just going to throw them in there and see if we get some hearts. Now, I did some adjustments because I realised I'd actually blocked off the skylight access to these doors by putting water one side and then solid blocks the other, so I've cleared some blocks the other side there. So let's throw some of these in and see what we get. I'm probably going to have to sleep the night away in a moment. Oh, plenty of hearts. That's lovely. Right, so we're getting hearts straight away. Always a good sign. And there we go. Is that what I wanted? Is that a blacksmith? Come on, what are you? I think you're going to be a blacksmith, aren't you? Yeah, you are. You're a blacksmith. Anyway, so now what I need to do is I need to wait for the right villager. And I also need to sleep. Look at that, it's going to get dark soon. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sleep the night away and we'll see how we do. Okay, so those guys kind of stopped breeding, so something obviously wasn't quite working, but they didn't seem to be picking up the food. And this is the weird thing with villagers, they kind of do their own thing. Like now, you can see they're not picking up the food anymore. So yeah, a little bit strange, but that's what they're doing. Anyway, I managed to get another one out there, so that's going okay. I'm going to hang around for a bit longer and see if I get any more hearts. And hopefully we will. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to put a full solid block underneath the feet, because I saw somebody wrote something about that in the last episode in the comments section about them needing something solid under the feet. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do, and we'll see if that works. Okay, back in a moment. Okay, so I've just got the one that I actually wanted, which is this guy right here, the farmer. So I want 2 of these, this guy plus any one of the others. So let's organise that. I need to go get a boat and get a couple of bits and bobs sorted. Okay, let's get on with that. Okay, so this is the first one going to get slotted into place. And up it goes, and hopefully this is going to work the way that I expect it to. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Never trust villagers. They never act the way you want them to. Right, let's just take that one back out just so that when they come back down, I've got a bit of an easier run at it. Okay. Wow, that is surprising. So how am I going to get this guy up here? Do I need to actually have gold rails? Is that the thing? Okay. No, he was trying. He was trying so hard. Right, let's just break this down in steps. Off you go. 1. No, no. No, 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 no. You don't have control of this cart. Okay, I don't have control of this cart, so I guess you do. Right. Up, 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 up. A little bit further, a little bit further. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. None of that. None of that. Oh my goodness me. Who said working with villagers was easy? Ah! Oh my lord. What have I got on me? Yep, that'll have to do. Man, hitboxes are so... There we go. Finally. Right. Okay, so from here I can lock it into place, break the minecart, and in it goes. Great, what time is it? Okay, there's lots of time of day left. let's tidy up this whole big mess that I've just made. Right, now I've got to go fishing for the one that I actually want. Now this one should be much easier because it's on a level, but I really don't want to send the wrong one up. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to hit and hope on this, I'm afraid. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Please. Now. Thought I'd be lucky then. Okay, not you. So now that I've broken the village anyway, I can just kill this guy. I don't need him. Right, let's go back down and try again. Okay. Definitely didn't want that. Maybe I should just go ahead and kill all the ones that I don't want. Like that one. And he's quite a big guy, should be easy to hit. Okay, I think I need to be careful. I don't want to lose the one that I actually really, really want. Right, so let's just put that in there. That's the one that I want. Come on. Okay, brilliant, he's off. Next. Great. So one and... No. Oh, you fool. Why did you do that? Why? Come on. I don't know why those guys have all crammed in there now. Okay, I'm going to get this guy into position and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, it is time to finish this thing off. Now, hopefully I've got everything that I need, and I think I've got everything in the right place, and I really hope that my silly little idea of a trapdoor here works. So, let's do this. First things first, I need to get... Actually, I need to get my hopper in there first. So, let's put that there, and let's face the hopper straight into the back of that. Then, actually, no, I'll leave that there. Then I need to get my rails... Where are my rails? I thought they should have jumped to my hotbar. Right, get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Now, let's do that. Put that on there and carefully break this corner. And then... Can we just nudge it into place from here? It seems possible. There we go. So that's nicely in place now. So anything that's on that block just above will come down, get collected by the hopper minecart, and then land in there, which is great. So then I can just put my chest in place, and away we go. Can start filling this all back in a little bit. Yeah, I'll worry about that another time. So that's the collection all sorted. Let's get on top here. Let's open this up, and then let's give you the wheat. Right, is that going to work? That worked. Okay, great. So when I open this up, this guy can now see the person up there. He's going to try and feed it. So as you can see, the bread is already gathering. Okay, now normally if you've got a stack of wheat, you'd expect to get around about 21 pieces of bread out of it. So yeah, we're going to see how that goes, and we're just going to give it a little bit of time and let it all collect up. So he's going to, whilst he can see this person up here, he's going to keep throwing or trying to throw, and then it gets collected, and then we're up to 17 pieces of bread already. Once we pass 21, we know that we're in profit. Okay, and this should just carry on forever. Okay, now the reason that we've got the trapdoor where I've got it is because if this guy is in the middle of throwing when this area gets unloaded, then basically this breaks. It completely breaks, this guy gets stuck with some stuff in his hand, and that's as far as it goes. But as long as he can see... Oh, hi, Dr. Avi. Or Dr. Avi. I call it Dr. Avi, but it's Dr. Av. Let's just say hello. So as long as this guy can see, he'll keep throwing. As soon as he can't see, he settles down and he stops throwing. Oh, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Let's open that back up. Okay, I'm happy with that. So we've got the two things done that we wanted to get done today. Well, let's take those off so you can actually see me. Hello, guys. So we've got the two things done today. I've got food organised and I've got some chunks organised. So I now know where my chunk borders are and I now have an infinite supply of food. Another reason why I built this all the way over here is because I don't want it getting interfered with by anything else that I'm going to be doing over with the rest of the villagers. So whilst this is over here, it is well out of the way. I am very pleased with that. That is absolutely brilliant. I've got bread forever now. Let's have another quick look, see how much we've got just in that short time. Yeah, nearly a stack, nearly a stack. Let's just watch it go over a stack just so that you can see that it is actually giving an indefinite amount of bread. 64. Yes, and there we go. Okay, so this is just going to carry on forever, which is fantastic. Okay guys, that is it, all done, all sorted, everything achieved that we wanted to achieve today. Really happy with that. Bread for days, and I do like bread, I do like a bit of bread. Anyway guys, just want to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Now if you did, don't forget to please leave a like down below, and if you've got any questions, drop me a comment. And of course, come along and join the TechRock Discord. We've got some really clever people in there, and if you do a thing or two yourself, you can start contributing to the development of the tech community in this game. Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much and see you again soon. Goodbye.